Hello, all, to the last episode of Ultra Week, doing the 100 Dart Challenge with the Ultra 5. What are some issues that could possibly come up? I can think of a few with this guy. This guy will be the most powerful so far in the 100 Dart Challenge. Issues is its prime is massive, and I don't think that will help in the 100 Dart Challenge. Another issue I can see is loading the darts. This thing does not like loading ultra darts. Even though it's an ultra blaster, it has issues trying to load it into its internal mag. And also, it's an internal magazine. And if you've seen with two other internal magazines, with the Shh blaster from Fortnite and the Mega Blaster, they don't work well in the 100 Dart Challenge. So we'll see what happens. I do not have high hopes. Something else is its guard. I like its guard. It fits my hand. I don't know what's all the craze about. If you do have a bigger hand, I can understand. But I like its guard. And with that, nothing more to say. And let's get on to the 100 Dart Challenge with the Ultra 5. Today, we have my second Ultra Blaster with the Ultra 5. And it's another internal top loader. And this might be the worst one so far. But this one does hold 4 darts. So, we will see. Let's load 4 Sonic Whistlers first. And its draw is very, very big, which I do not like for this challenge. Alright, ready, set, go. Oh, that's not... What the... Well, that's not good. We already got our first jam on the first, couple rounds. Awesome. Looks like I can't prime this one as fast, or hiccups really start to mess it up. So, sorry about that. I do like the pop of this one. This one is one of the most powerful ones in the line for some reason. Because this one's stock, and this one is one of the only ones that actually hurts when it hits you. Ultra 5. And some people don't like the guard on the Ultra 5, and to be honest, I think it's just fine. I think it's good. I mean, I don't have massive hands or anything, so that's probably why. But it's not bad. I wouldn't say it's great, but it's not bad. These are probably my favorite feeding lips so far I've used. But the actual barrel to load the rounds is just in the way, and I have to move the darts out of the way, which is just not okay. Nerf, do better. I do like the massive prime on this guy. I think it's fun. It's just not very helpful for this. I'm really just trying to force the rounds into this thing at this point. Oh no. What's going on? It was like trying to crush a dart and refuse to load it. That's not great. At least we're We're going somewhere, and we're not going anywhere. Did the dart fire? Strange. I thought I loaded 4. I guess I loaded 3. My bad. Alright, what is this? Probably like 25, 30 rounds left. The first dart goes in so easy, then every dart after that just gets way worse to load. Should be holding it like this. That keeps the barrel out of its way slightly. And of course, you don't want to load this round for some reason. And we lost one. This is the worst feeding so far in this entire challenge. In the entire 100 dart challenge, the Ultra 5 is the worst feeding that I have had to deal with. Looks like I loaded the last Sonic Whistler. No more whistling, guys. But only a couple more. Oh, we're gonna have one dart by itself. All right, last dart. This thing fires 4 rounds. That's just terrible. Well, I have some words to say. So let's get to the review. And my hand is very cramped. At 4 minutes, 53 seconds, barely making the top 10, is the Ultra 5. Finally kicking out that crappy blaster. And that one, it will never be seen on this list again. If you don't know, I will only be showing the top 10, but I will keep all the stats of everything else. So, with that, the Ultra 5 squeaks its way in to the top 10. What are my issues with the Ultra 5? I have a few. First thing I'll give it props for is its feeding lips. If you can see these guys right there, are the best feeding lips so far in the 100 dart challenge. Another issue is when I held it like this, just because this thing, the back is so heavy, it might push forward just a little bit and make it even harder to load rounds. So I ended up having to switch my strategy just straight up. And another issue, even when it's all the way back, its barrel right here, its little thing right here, gets in the way of loading its own rounds. And that is just awful. And then its prime, I mean, I love its prime. It's pretty cool. But it has a longer prime than the Magnus and stuff like that. It's crazy. And so I wonder if I could have flicked it in the challenge. But with that, its prime, with all its issues, all its stuff that it had problems with, this is now the worst blaster I've used in the 100 dart challenge. It gave me the most issues by far. You saw in the first 7 rounds the blaster jammed. And those jams, I don't even know what happened, because it would load it into its chamber and then it just wouldn't fire. That was not on me at all. I had nothing to do with that. And then every time you loaded a dart, it got harder to load the next dart. Next time, I think loading 3 rounds into here instead of its 4 probably would have been better. But that's not how we do things here. We have to fully load the blaster before it fires another time. Unless, there's only 2 or 1 round left. So yeah, with that, its handle, to be honest, its handle I think is better than the Ultra 4. Even so, because this thing has a little round dot thing for some reason right here, which is just stupid. I should probably sand it down, and this one doesn't. That's the only difference. That's why this thing's better. And its guard is just fine. I don't, like, it works in my hand. Bigger hands, I can understand why, because, to be honest, my 2 fingers in the bottom part of the guard barely fit. So, yeah, makes sense. Its trigger is very weird, to be honest. The Ultra 4's trigger is nice. I like it. I would like a little bit more draw to it, but there's not. And this one is very strange, because it's very small, and it turns it curves very fast for no reason. I wouldn't say it's bad, it's just weird. It's more like a switch. I'm switching something instead of pulling a trigger. So, with all that, thanks for watching Ultra Week. Ultra Week has come to an end. So see ya next time.